Whoo boy, the establishment is panicking, and well it might, because it's now just lost the internet. The internet has been redefined, redrawn, all the blueprints and everything been reset up with a new app called Dissenter. It's actually a plugin that can go in your browser and provide a chat section to areas of the internet where chat sections have been excised. So for example, Vice Media. They run a propaganda piece like they usually do, and we can't comment on it because they've got rid of the comment section. Well, now we can. We can comment on it, but the leftists who haven't got Dissenter installed, they can't. So they're really pissed off right now. The blue check marks are so irritated and irked and irate and livid that we can communicate with each other, but they can't see what we're saying. So they can't smear us and they can't belittle us, and they'll just be pulling their hair out working out how to get rid of this, how to get around this Dissenter app, this Dissenter plugin. It's just incredible what's happening. And just in time for the Alex Jones, Joe Rogan return. It's just in time for that podcast that was getting 200,000 people a second or whatever, and now it's on 2 million, and the establishment was desperate to try and keep a lid on. Actually, at the start of it, they put it in an unlisted category, so you couldn't download it, and removed 40 minutes from it. And then I think there was some kind of a change of heart halfway through because too many people are already aware of it, and now people are uploading it everywhere. And the amount of truth amongst all the lies that are in that podcast is just going to red pill so many normies. It's unbelievable. This is going to have the effect that Tommy did with Panodrama over here that destroyed the BBC. So the day after destroying the BBC over here, we've just redefined the internet, and Alex Jones has just broke YouTube. I mean, they hate that he's so popular. They will really be under pressure to bring him back because he is popular, and they got rid of him completely illegally and illegitimately. It feels exciting. It feels revolutionary, like a new dawn, a new beginning, a new dawn for the internet, and it's exactly what it is. They've tried to control it for so long. They've had Soros buy up the groups and buy all the shares in things, and then cut off the payments, cut off the comment sections entirely. That's what they're going to do with YouTube. That's what they're going to do with Facebook. It's obviously what the LBC presenters like Nick Ferrari want, because people don't like him anymore. Every time the establishment goes against the people that actually the people care about, like Tommy, which the establishment never sides with Tommy. It's demonised Tommy as far right. And it demonises everyone who wants free speech as far right. You might as well call far right free speech. That's what it stands for. Does that mean that Spiked, which goes on Sky News every now and then for the press reviews, etc., are they far right because they believe in free speech? Does that mean you're having far right people on Sky News, etc.? No. The far right label is being misapplied. Just like the racist labels being misapplied, just like the homophobic labels being misapplied. Hate speeches are all hoaxes, as we found out recently. Everyone cries the loudest. They're just the ones that lie, aren't they? Jussie Smollett, that person recently, is transgenderism or something that was trying to... They set up some hate hoax. It's just again and again. It's incessant. There's hundreds of thousands of them because they can get away with it. And they've been getting away with it until recently. But now we've gone completely mad with the trans activism. Now it's hate speech to say that it's unacceptable that women are at a disadvantage because trans men are allowed to compete with them and win because they're more physically built than women. They're going to be stronger. They're going to have more stamina. And that's why they win. And that's why women lose. It's not women's rights. Women don't have any rights now. They've got Sharia law from one side throwing the burqa over them. And then they've got trans rights and trans activists and agitators saying that they can't exist because that would be transphobic. And Alex Jones actually touched upon this in the Joe Rogan podcast. They must have been pulling their hair out. They were screaming. They were screaming into an empty abyss because everyone was watching the podcast. These leftists, these blue check marks, these idiots, these Soros-funded agitators, and the William Legates, the Krasensteins, this, that, and the other. There's a lot of women doing it as well. They have to do something. The hateful spoilsports that we call liberal, that the media calls liberal, and that has on their interviews, etc., and says that they are tolerant and liberal and wonderful, and all the celebrities that go along with it, virtue signalling with the sheep idiots, completely opposite of the people. That means the celebrities don't want the people to talk to them either. So the celebrities, the media, every form of the establishment doesn't want the people to talk to them anymore, so they're going to cut off the comments. And the reason they don't want them to talk to them anymore is because they know they're lying to us. They know they're lying to us, but they can't tell the truth because they would lose their jobs. And we shouldn't trust them because of that. And we don't need to trust them because of that. We don't even need their avenues anymore because we've got Dissenter. We've got comment sections across every corner of the internet. And they can't stand it. And they can't do anything about it.